Alright guys, so I am cheating a little bit with my video because I have a very short lunch break tomorrow at work and I'm not going to have much of a chance to record over my lunch break like I normally do. I've got to leave work early to take care of some errands, so figured I'd get out tonight. I'm in a spot with some ugly, nasty lighting. I understand it may not look the prettiest, but it's covered, and right now you won't be able to see it, I'm sure, behind me. But we've got rain right now that's turning to snow overnight, and we're expecting anywhere from 1 to 24 inches of snow tomorrow, just depending on, you know, what we get. The weathermen don't seem to know for sure where this system is going to come around. So that being said, I wanted to take a minute tonight. I found a spot that's covered up here. It's decently lit, and I can be outside and shoot this rather than just sitting at my desk. So quick note, I'm also doing a test here to see how recording on my X-T1 with my 10-24 image stabilized lens works, because this is what I'm hopefully looking at using if I can get it to work as my main setup, because I like using my phone. It's handy, it's convenient, it's with me all the time, but it's also kind of a pain because I run out of storage on my phone sometimes, and not only that, but it uses up battery so bad and everything else, and quite frankly I'd like the flexibility of using an actual real camera for these videos. So all of that said, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about an article that I saw today, but for you guys it'll be yesterday, and it was an article I shared with my friend Mac from Shutter Time to laugh about a little bit, because the website Petapixel, which we're all familiar with, they put up some good content, but they put up a lot of really clickbaity type of things. And you know, the goal, they're running a business, and they're trying to make sure they get people to their site to visit their site and you know, drive traffic as much as they can. So I get it, but the title of this article was something along the lines of 40 photo assignments you can give yourself to become a better photographer, or something like that. And you know, I'm all for looking at new photo assignments and giving myself little projects like that to work on, because it's really a nice way to make sure that, you know, you're always pushing yourself, trying new things and growing a little bit. So I'm all for that. So I read the article, and out of the 40, there was a number of them that really made a lot of sense. They were good articles, not articles, they were good ideas. And they were things that, you know, I think I might actually implement, and in fact was thinking about trying to incorporate that into a regular segment here, where maybe I dive into a photo project or photo assignment for myself and share the progress and share the process with you guys. But some of these I had a real problem with, and we had a good laugh about it. The article was written by Eric Kim. A lot of you may recognize that name. He's a very well-known street photographer in the modern age, and I'm not very schooled on street photography because living in a small town like I do, we don't have a ton of opportunity for traditional street photography where you're seeing a lot of people and activity and things like that. So for me, it's a little bit, you know, of a foreign concept. I mean, I certainly enjoy looking at a lot of street photography and things like that, but I don't have an opportunity to really shoot it all that much. But some of his ideas were absolutely ludicrous. I get the logic behind them, but they just didn't make sense. I mean, the one article he was talking about was, or I shouldn't say article, the one idea he had for a photo project was to help get you over, you know, walking up to a scene and just snapping those 1 or 2 or 3 pictures and being done with it. He was trying to get you to look at a scene and spend a little more time to really work a scene and uncover it and get used to, you know, really looking at all the different angles. Well, that's a great thing to do as a photographer, but his approach to it was to basically literally tell you to take 1,000 photographs in a day. Now, I don't know about you, maybe I'm on the minority on this one, but I don't shoot 1,000 photographs a day, barely that even when I'm shooting a wedding, let alone just on an average day. And like I said, I get the logic behind it of saying you take a lot of pictures in the same few scenes, and it'll force you to really look at some different angles and try different things with your photography so that you have a chance to uncover maybe a better composition than you normally would have when you just walked up and snapped that first couple photos. But another one of his ideas was to help people get over the fear of rejection with photography, especially in regards to street photography, where you're going to try and walk up to someone and ask them permission to take their picture. I struggle with that, and so I was interested in this tip, but his idea was to literally walk up to people and pick the scariest, most intimidating people you can find and ask them to take your picture, or ask them if you can take their picture, I should say, and then have the goal of it to be not to get their picture, but to have them intentionally say no, just so that you can get over the fear. And so he said, go out shooting for a day with the goal of getting 10 no's right off the bat. I mean, that seems crazy to me. And what I took away from it, a lot of these things, it almost had a feeling like his goal was to really discourage people from shooting. You know, it's really kind of crazy. And so it's a pretty interesting article. If you look it up on Petapixel, I'll try and link it down in the show notes if I remember here tomorrow. But take a look at it, because like I said, there are some good ideas and good, you know, things on there to keep in mind and to look at, but so much of it was just so absurd. It didn't make any sense. So, you know, and while we're on that topic, you know, yesterday's video that went up, I talked about the correlation between cooking and photography. I'm curious to see what you guys think of that. I know it was a little bit outside the box and something a little different, but I think there's a lot of valid points there. So absolutely keep getting in touch with me and letting me know what you think about that. But, you know, let me also know what you think about the idea of having me dive into some photo assignments, I guess, you know, little projects, and taking you guys along for the ride to see, you know, how it goes. You know, I wonder how many of you guys give yourself little assignments like that, especially those of you that don't shoot photography full-time or professionally, where you're shooting just kind of for yourself and on the side. It's a great way, I think, to help keep your creativity flowing, get you thinking outside the box, and boost, you know, just your mental capabilities and mental exercise to get that going. So, you know, let me know what you think about the idea of doing photo assignments for yourself or projects as well. I'm gonna wrap this up and get going. It is raining harder and it's turning to snow right now. Sleet and roads are getting nasty. So I'm gonna head home, get the kids tucked into bed, and get today's video edited. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. You take care. Hopefully this video turns out. If not, I suppose I'll be reshooting it tomorrow. So have a good one, and I'll hopefully be showing you some footage also around this talking section of the snowfall we get. We'll see what happens. So take care, have a good night. Make sure and follow me by hitting the subscribe button down below, or follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, any of those places. Look forward to meeting more and more of you, and of course tell your friends and share this anywhere you want in regards to getting the word out there and getting more people to follow these videos and see what you think, if we can build a little bit of a community. So have a good night, guys. Take care and be safe if you're driving in the snowy conditions. Bye-bye. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you this real quick. I know I did a longer part of the video last night, but we got absolutely hammered and it's still coming down, this snow. So I've got a lot of work to do. I'm not sure if I'll get a chance to get my video edited tonight or not, but we've got absolutely pounded with snow for our first time of the year. It's up over my knees everywhere, so it's time to get out snow blowing. It's pretty ridiculous. The only thing that's killing me, and I'm hoping that tomorrow roads will be cleared enough so I can get out hunting. And if I can't get out hunting, I know I've got some work to do to get my wife's car back from her work. Everything was so bad they shut down the highways, and her work put her up in a hotel with the kids for a night. So tomorrow I'm gonna have to get up and we're gonna have to go shovel out her car and try and get her home as well. So I'm hoping when that's done I'll be able to get out hunting a little bit in the afternoon. It's not looking good though, because I don't know how I'm gonna get out into the woods off the highway. Even if the main highways are clear, all the roads we go on to go hunting won't be. so I have nowhere to park even. So we'll see what happens there, but the very least I'm hoping to get out and take some pictures. If I do that, I'll take you guys along, of course, for sure, and you guys will be able to see what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna give you one look here quick, and then I've got to get to work because I've got a ton of it to do. Take care, guys. Have a good night.